All right, gold turned down today and showed bearish price action. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by Exodus, the world's largest retail broker, offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find a link in the description below. This is Bruce for FXEmpire taking a look at the daily chart for gold. So you can see as we zoom in here on the daily, this is showing a failed breakout of the breakout on Monday. That confirmed with the daily close above the trend line. It was a trend line breakout and a breakout above this swing high right here. So it's a double breakout, which means this failure or potential failure could be more significant than the bulls hoped. We'll have to wait and see. But you can see that the lows of the past 3 days were breached, and the potential support of this declining trend line was breached, and then potential support of this rising trend line was breached, and that puts gold heading straight for the 20 moving average at 32.94 currently, and it risks a breakthrough. This support right here at 32.95, 32.96 is a weekly low, and this trend line has been broken. So certainly we could say that for the angle of ascent for the short-term trend will likely change somehow, maybe down here, or we don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. And then finally, if we go to the weekly, you can see that the weekly is a bit bearish. We have a bearish shooting star candlestick pattern following a failed breakout to a 3-week high as well. We're going to look at it that way also. And so that sets up a potential further decline on a drop below this week's low of 3,296 if it is triggered. So there has to be a trigger first, okay? Just so the setup's there doesn't mean it's going to trigger. But this looks pretty bearish short term, certainly, and I think it puts gold in a position to most likely test the 50 moving average as support, the orange line, before it is done. And that's down here at 3,260. Okay, and that puts price right near this swing low right here, which is also a weekly low. And a break below there would violate this developing ABCD pattern. And technically, this ABCD pattern, you could say, depending on what happens here, it could have completed right there. We don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, that is the condition of gold right now. It looked pretty promising with this breakout, but now it is not looking as promising. One thing to keep in mind is that this 20 moving average is not as significant as it might be if it occurred over here, for example, or over here, where it's clearly more like trend support, whereas here it's been going through consolidation. So it gives us a marker, but I wouldn't give tremendous weight on it by itself. But keep an eye on it and see how price behaves once it's approached. If it is approached, and it certainly looks like it will be. All right, that is it for today, traders. Have a great weekend.